Welcome to Michigan Rehabilitation Services, or MRS for short, online orientation session. During this online orientation session, you will learn what MRS is all about and if MRS is the right place for you. Are you looking for employment? Michigan Rehabilitation Services may be able to help you.
Hello, is this Michigan Rehabilitation Services?
Yes, it is. How may I help you?
I'm here to see if you guys can help me get a job.
Yes, we may be able to do that. The first thing you need to do is go to an orientation, and that will explain what Michigan Rehabilitation Services does. And you're in luck because there's one starting right now. Would you like to follow me?
Michigan Rehabilitation Services, the mission. MRS partners with individuals and employers to achieve quality employment outcomes and independence for individuals with disabilities. The vision. MRS will be a premier organization to promote an inclusive workforce system that provides each individual with a disability the opportunity for employment leading to independence. Viewing the MRS online orientation or attending a face-to-face orientation in an MRS office allows you to learn what MRS services are all about and if these services are right for you. MRS assists individuals who have barriers to employment due to their disability to prepare for, find, or maintain employment. In taking this first step in exploring and understanding MRS services, you will be better able to understand what MRS does and if MRS can assist you with obtaining employment.
Hello, and again we welcome you to Michigan Rehabilitation Services. I'm J.N. Porter, the Director of Michigan Rehabilitation Services, and it's my pleasure to speak to you today about the experience that you can expect with our program. First of all, let me thank you for trusting us with your future, and I sincerely hope the relationship that you develop with us is productive and pleasant. We want to talk to you a little bit today about what the purpose of our program is. We describe it as our mission, but essentially what we talk about when we discuss our mission is the purpose for which our program was funded and the basis upon which we continue to be funded, what the expectations are of the program. Basically, as you see before you, our mission is focused on employment. Congress and citizens expect us to help individuals with disabilities obtain employment. Employment that's consistent with their abilities and their interests and their needs. So in our mission statement we emphasize the employment piece, but we also emphasize another important piece, and that is that we cannot do it alone. We do it in partnership. And we'll talk a little bit later about the importance of that partnership. The other part of the mission statement that bears emphasis is the independence part. We believe that helping you to obtain employment will also help to enhance your independence and your ability to function in society. So basically, as you review this mission statement, remember throughout your experience with MRS, this is the express purpose of our program for which we are funded and on the basis of which we are evaluated. Now I want to talk a little bit about what we expect and hope to achieve in the future as we work with you. We have established a vision 3 to 5 years out for the program that establishes us as a premier organization. And when we say that, we mean leadership position. Michigan has a history of being a leader in the nation in the vocational rehabilitation program.
An MRS partnership, A relationship formed by two or more people working together for a common goal or purpose. You and your MRS rehabilitation counselor form a partnership to work towards employment. We can't do it for you, but we won't let you do it alone.
I want to talk to you about some systems changes that we strive to achieve within our program that are reflected in our vision statement. We don't think it's sufficient for us to just work in partnership with customers such as you to help you achieve your rehabilitation program, but we also recognize the responsibility to bring about a change in the workforce system, which we are part of. And what we're hoping to do is create a system in Michigan that is inclusive, encouraging, inviting of people with disabilities to be a part of that system. So in our vision, when we look to the future, 3 to 5 years out, we envision a system that is inclusive, that presents every opportunity for any individual that wants to contribute toward this society to be involved in that process. So as we work with you toward employment, we're also out there advocating on behalf of persons with disabilities to become a vital part of our workforce system.
Informed choice. What does it mean? It means you actively participate in the entire rehabilitation process. In partnership with your counselor, you will gather the information necessary to make the best choices regarding your vocational rehabilitation. It does not mean you have unlimited options. Counselors may not always be able to support your choice. Your counselor will help you make the best decisions.
Now, I'd like to talk to you about another important concept that is one of the foundational pieces of our program, and it's the concept of informed choice. You will likely hear it referenced throughout your rehabilitation experience, and it's a very important concept for you to understand. Basically, legislation requires, and our experience has taught us, that we cannot be successful with you in your rehabilitation program unless we practice informed choice. And what that means is, instead of us doing all the work for you as a vital partner, our primary responsibility is to help you learn to help yourself. So we will present a variety of options to you. We will provide you with information. We will help with education so that you and your counselor in partnership can make the best decisions for you as an individual, which means that your decisions and your plans will be individualized based on your choice and what's feasible, etc., for you in your rehabilitation process. Now, again, remember, if you don't remember too much else, remember that you are a vital partner in your rehabilitation program, that we practice our profession on the basis of informed choice, which means that you have a right to information pertinent to your plan, to your request for services and the rehabilitation plan, and you review those choices and those options with your counselor, and the two of you make the best decisions for you based on your individual circumstances.
Hello, my name is Winona Potter, and I'm a policy consultant with the Policy Unit with Michigan Rehab Services. Michigan Rehabilitation Services is not an emergency relief agency. MRS is an eligibility-based program. MRS is not an entitlement program. All services following an eligibility determination are based on a mutual agreement with you and your MRS counselor. It's important for you to understand that MRS services are based on federal eligibility criteria. To begin working with MRS, you must meet with an MRS counselor to determine your eligibility before MRS can begin helping you reach your goal of employment.